Larry, thank you very much. The snow and the cold, it has not deterred the KC faithful. The parking lot was full early. The barbecue smoker's going, and we are about set for football here on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, they'll throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The Seahawks send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They'll come out in the pistol. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 there, and the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options. And also, it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
All right, here we go. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got the tight end Harbor. Give him 8 on the gain there. Good enough for a Kansas City 1st down.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
4 down. Detroit!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now let's go. Blue 96. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, they're certainly running the ball pretty well on this drive, and all I remember as a secondary guy was if you're making a lot of tackles in a game, that's usually not good for your defense. You've got to figure out how to keep things in front of you because you know there's 3 levels, defensive line, linebackers, and into the secondary. And if the 3rd level is leading your team in tackles, as a general rule, things aren't going so well for your defense.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Hey, 4 down. All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and cause a nice play for lost yardage.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
This is taken at about the 14. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. Come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now that's the kind of play that just warms the heart of a former safety. When they call your number on a blitz, you're either going to wreak havoc at the quarterback or spill a running play, and that's exactly what happened there. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. Looking to throw, finding time. He's going to let this one go deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They come up in an offset eye. And to give this time to the tailback. Shreds the tackle and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game. This
this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. One-yard punt there with no return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ah, yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a little 360. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And now it's 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Taking it about the 36. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. Give them 18 on that one. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got time. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Brinz's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Brinza now, after the field goal, readies for the kickoff. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down following the run.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the guns. They showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Hurry up, here we go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was aiming for his tight end, Clay Harbor, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. Looking middle, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Back to throw here. Surveying the field. He's got the tight end, Harbor. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Here's the option going right. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They're going to look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd down now after the pass completion.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Gardner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they'll run it here. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And to give this time to the tailback. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's the Chiefs punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got the tight end, Vanette. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you now to Orlando and our Tiburon studios, where Larry Ridley's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, this is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half, of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Just 1 yard to go here on second down. They'll set up a throw. His throw incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room to maneuver. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Another pistol look here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looking to throw. He finds the tight end Harbor, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And that'll be good for a KC first down. So the offense has it first and 10. As they run the counter play. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Red zone opportunity. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And the offense lining up first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Muscles him off. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Seattle first.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now here comes Kansas City. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And an alley to run. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He'll look to throw. And he floated one out there incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because
And it's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back in the extra point attempt. Unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt. And the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
They can get 2 points.
they can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Seahawks a 1st down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And on the ground they go with a running back. We're back now in KC. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The ball comes out. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
9 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. But I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Josh Maga. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
And there's a good opportunity that just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll give it to him right up the gut. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
Fielded at the 43. Whoosh! Still on his feet. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. The gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a gain of 4 that time, and it's good enough for a Seattle first.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And now here comes Kansas City. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Well, he decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
10 yards still left on second down. Back to throw here. Finding time. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Here's the option going right. Oh, nice move.
Oh, good luck with that.
Oh, my goodness. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll set up a throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictated just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you. And if a guy came near, tackle it. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll run it here. And he gets it down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He'll drop to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw here on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Green, 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't.
And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy.
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Well, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.